Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hey, let's get them holes.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
You one of these YouTube niggas.
Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60, orange. Stay with your man. Hard. Ready, go.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Alpha. Front 9. Hey, watch the slant. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And a throw right sideline is complete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Out.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'm going back to you. Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Look, squeeze.
They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Red
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. I'm coming for you. You must.
Second and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Bring it. Delta. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look out, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 99, check 99, check 3, check 3. Let's go.
This is McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped right now.
He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set. 18 Gator. 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Put him on the clock. Put that team on the clock.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check it backer, check it backer. Watch the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Come on with the fullback dive.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Rock it. Go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Johnson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him, but he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Set. Motion, motion, motion. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll run with Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Down. Hand it over. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Go. Fight.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Catch made by Slayton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Interception. Come on, let's go. Go to ball.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, watch the slant. Five.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2nd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
That's it. Big hit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check cross. 94 is the mark. 94.
They'll look to throw again.
Hold him again.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Bravo. 94 is the mark. I hope you brought your record. I'm about to take you to school. 94 is Coming for you, son. Let's go.
Back to throw again. Prior has it complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Steady trying to go to it. That shit ain't been open at one time you can do it.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Because on the pass play you're trying to do ain't fucking working for you. See if anybody these niggas probably playing basketball. Yeah, them niggas playing basketball. OD bowling. Man, fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, come on in after I play this Madden game. Come on. But you over there hooping, though. You know you be on your ball and
the
shit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Oh, I done been in the deal with that nigga before.
They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Y'all was talking about that shit in the chat, right?
Pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hold up. What she throw that nigga shit in the dumpster for? Oh, okay.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here,
wet trash
go with the fresh
shit.
legs, able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Oh, shit.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 24. Hey, alert 3. Check hot route. Hey, lock it. Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Leo.
They'll run on 1st down. Whittington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Hey, shoot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's baby out. Wow. Go. Secret.
Now a give, right side. Whittington.
You ain't doing nothing right.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Yeah. He's crazy. He's checking crack. 36. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
You got to say pause after that.
He'll look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. I see. Hey, that video old, dog. Have you seen the whole video? You see the whole video? You gotta. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put the video in the chat. Nigga, she's sitting on top of us. The gal bring her a glass of water, and she drinking the shit.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Funny, dog.
Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
That nigga
so
got one
from
about
Panther
Captain
territory
America
now,
too.
it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The give to Taylor. A nice little juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Madison. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll set up to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That's what I use in American.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Carolina.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No. Back. Jim. Rock it. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Go! 18 Gators. Check it out. Check. Lucky. Check. Crunch. Hey, look at me. Door. Ready?
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Forced out to... Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
He's checking.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, pick up. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Fire.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Go. Staying open. Sponge. No. Ready.
Now back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
64, sweet.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
On the radio, he got
this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Probably just want to put this one behind them.
What else?
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.
No top 10
certainly
hit.
Defensively,
top 5 hits.
Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Because it made all his money off.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6, and they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. But I don't think that shit, let me see. I don't think that shit was in the top 10, though. Yeah, and I think Human Nature on them too, so that might be the top 5. But you playing 16-minute quarters? 12-minute quarters? Let me see if I can find this video. Are you seeing the video where the nigga in the car with the bitch and she was like, I'm a man, that nigga was like, pull it out. Yeah. I got shoes. I got J's that I ain't even fucking wore. Starting to get into fucking phones, man. Fuck. My homeboy posted on fucking Facebook what LeBron would look like in the 80s. 6'8", 6'8". Actually, I'm just gonna post it with y'all. This what this nigga put. I told this nigga, I said, nigga, this nigga be a power forward. Right. And then he got, that's the shit that he'll be averaging and shit. Fuck LeBron. I'm so burnt out on Madden.